Hi everyone, I'm your fave nurse B. Thanks for coming back to my channel. If you haven't already, make sure you subscribe, like, comment, share my videos with anyone who will be like helped by them. If you're in nursing school, share my videos. You're working, share my videos, help support my channel. And thanks to everyone who has supported me via PayPal. If you all want to know the details, look in the description box. I really appreciate you all out there for help and support to build my channel and help me to go back to school to get my RN. It's like greatly appreciated. So I got a request from one of my loyal subscribers. He watches my videos. He's commented on a lot of them. He sent me a DM on Instagram asking me about this subject. So basically he wants to know like how life is after graduation and taking NCLEX. So he already graduated from nursing school, took his NCLEX. So this is what he said. He said, I was the one who asked if you could do a video about life after nursing. I think so many people don't realize that everything that happens after you graduate, and once things start slowing down and you get back to your life, kind of gets back to your life, he said. But I recently graduated and no one told me that life after a fast-paced program would be kind of boring because I was so used to being on the go for school. So yes, that is so freaking true. So when you get done with nursing school, you pass NCLEX, you become a nurse. It's like you kind of crash. It's similar to if you know how like kids, they eat a lot of sugary stuff or drink a lot of sugary juice, and they're like all over the place, jumping around, screaming, yelling, playing, super happy, a lot of energy, and then they just like crash. Like the sugar kind of comes down and it's just like they just crash and burn. They knocked out, they feel horrible, that type of thing. So that's similar to how you feel after nursing school, because you got to think about it. Every week you have an agenda. You have certain things you have to do. You have certain criteria you have to meet. And you're always constantly being tested on everything that you're doing. And so when you get done with school, you lose that piece of life, that adrenaline, that drive, that was challenges that you had when you were in nursing school. In addition to that, you lose also your like I said, you get tested when you're in nursing school. When you come out of nursing school, like people aren't really testing you as much. Like of course you're in a nursing, like you start working and you do orientation, stuff like that. It's not, I mean, they're looking at you to see if you know what the hell you're doing, but you know how when you do a test and then you know what your grade is, like at least with us, like as soon as we did our test, boom, we hit submit, boom, our grade pops. So like you have that instant idea of where you are in the whole framework of things. When you get out of nursing school, like you don't have that. There's not a really good gauge of, am I getting this? Am I a good nurse? Am I smart? Like, am I okay? Like, am I a competent nurse? Like, you don't necessarily have that right off the bat. And if you do, it's not like clear cut. Like a grade is a grade. 90% is 90%. But if somebody say, oh, you did a good job, like that, you don't really know what that means. Or somebody say, yeah, I think you need to improve on this. Like, it's not as finite. You know what I'm saying? It becomes more subjective as far as like the criticism that you get from other people. I hope that this is making sense, you know. But you, like I said, that first thing to expect is that crash of being up here, having so much to do. Oh my gosh, I'm just so busy in nursing school. And like then you're like, oh my goodness, I gotta do NCLEX. Then you pass. Yes, you feel relief, but then it's just like, so what do I do now? Like, okay, I started working, this is cool, you know, yada. The next thing after feeling that crash and burn is that you probably will start feeling like, this is not what I expected. This is not what I thought it was gonna be. Like, it might seem boring to you, working as a nurse. You might feel like, I don't like the drama here. Like, I thought it would be more like us coming together, doing things, working hard. Like, I thought people would like what they're doing. All I'm hearing is people complaining about this and complaining about that. Like, I didn't want this. I wanted to be in a really good environment, like really learning something, really doing well in what I'm doing. Similar to probably when you went into nursing school, you thought you were going to have good friends and everything's going to be great and oh my goodness, and you got all the drama and craziness. It's similar to that when you get out of school and you start working. Especially if you're not in an environment that is very therapeutic or helpful to you, or like they're open to new nurses. It could really mess you up if you're working with somebody who looks down on you, who talks to you crazy, who treats you like really disrespectfully. Like, it could be some true problems, or you start seeing stuff at the job, like certain things like racially that's going on, or you see certain things like, okay, how is she able to do this but she not able to do this, and y'all telling me I need to do this and the third. Like, it could be some real shady stuff happening, and then you start just realizing like how crazy healthcare is. That's a whole nother video, but you might be feeling like this is not what I expected. Like, I thought it would be more. Like, I thought I would be, I don't know, I thought I would feel better. I thought I would feel like I'm actually doing more than what I'm doing. Like, I'm not doing what I thought I wanted to do. Like, this is not what I think it is. And the advice that I would say, if you do feel that way, is definitely, when you get done with nursing school, there's so many nursing jobs. I know some people say like, oh, there's really not a shortage where I'm at, or it's hard to find a job where I'm at. I've heard some people say that a little bit, mostly for CNAs. Of course, in more rural areas, it'll be harder. Like here, even in Missouri, we have a lot of people who come from like different counties outside of St. Louis City, that people commute 45 minutes to an hour. They come from Illinois, commuting all the way to where I'm at, where I live, just to find work, because where they're at, either the pay is low or there's not a lot of opportunities. Usually the pay is just too low. But they do that long commute to come to a different area. So you might have to do that. Just keep that in mind. But what I would say do is just weigh out your options. Don't just jump on the first job that you see. Really weigh out your options and see, what do you want to do. Think about when you did clinicals. Were there places that you went to during clinicals that you like? Go to nursing forums like Nurses in St. Louis, Nurses in Atlanta, Nurses da 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 da. Go on these different webs, like forums that they might have, and also Facebook groups. And you can also join the YourFavNurseB Facebook group. Go ahead and do that. But find like some type of community that you can join that will give you more insight into what is available in your area, and go from there. Talk to people that you know, nursing friends, CNAs, whatever, and be like, what's the good places to work? What's the pay like? Like, just take that time initially to really see where you want to work, and make like a conscious decision as to like where you want to spend your nursing career. Now, granted, you can always get another job as a nurse for the most part, but I highly suggest as a new nurse that you stay at a place for at the very least 6 months. Stay there for 6 months. Trust and believe. When I first became a nurse, I was like, I am tired of this. I was so tired. Within my first year, I remember talking to one of my nursing friends. She used to work with us. Her name was Samara. No, was it Samara? Yeah. I remember talking to Samara. She was a night nurse. It was an evening shift. We was working together. And I was just like, I don't like this. Like, I hate it here. I'm just so tired of this. She was like, at least do a year. I'm like, that takes too long. She's like, I'm telling you, at least get a solid year of experience, and you'll get a lot of experience here, and then move on. So I agree, because you don't want to look like, as a new nurse, that you just going back and forth. Like, I know those people when I was in nursing school, like I was like 6 months in, and people legit had like 4 or 5 jobs already, different jobs as a nurse, as a new grad nurse. And I'm just like, dang, like that's crazy. Like, I'm glad that I stayed put where I was at. At some point I should have left, but then I got pregnant and everything like that, and so I've been staying at my job this whole time. But that my plan was to leave and just stay a year, but I'm still there. But I'm taking provisions to pursue my own thing. So definitely like, comment, and subscribe. And then another feeling, and this could be different for different people, like especially like type A people. Really doesn't matter the type of person you are, personality. You might feel like, okay, I did this, but I need to move on and do this. I need to get back in school. I need to do this. And like, you don't take that time to just sit back and be like, wow, I just completed a year of nursing school. I just completed 2 years of nursing school. I just completed 3-4 years of nursing school. I am a nurse. Like, I passed NCLEX. Like, wow. Like, I did that. Like I said I was gonna do it. I wrote it down. I took all the steps. I went to school. Like, I passed. I'm done. Like, oh my goodness, I'm where I want to be. And I think because we live in such a society where it's like, what you doing next? What you working on next? What you gonna do with this? As soon as I cut my hair, people was just like, so what you gonna do to it now? I'm like, I'm just gonna let it be cut. Like, I don't know what do you mean? What can I do now? Like, I don't really get what you're saying. Like, it's just like we just live in that world of like, okay, it's more to do. Like, you don't have that chance to really sit and like meditate and reflect and be like, whoa, this is what I wanted in life. Like, wow, And I had a video talking about this on my other channel, Stay Forever True. It's a mommy vlogging channel. I do vegan, vegetarian food and things like that, and talking about my pregnancy and my daughter as well. And I talked about like, wow, I'm doing what I want to do. I wanted to be a nurse. I want to be a content creator. I wanted to be able to be at home with my kids. Like, I wanted to be able to start selling like merchandise. Like, I wanted to do that. And now that it's coming into fruition, like, you start to feel that overwhelming anxiety. And you also can sometimes start to feel kind of like, is this really what I wanted? Like, I don't know. But you're like, I put all this time and energy into it. Like, this has to be what I wanted. But you're like, maybe it's not what I expected, or I should be doing more, or you just feel off. And it's totally normal. But I highly suggest that while you're in nursing school, I know people probably watching this and they already finished nursing school, but while you're in nursing school, do YouTube, do vlogs, even if you don't post them. Write out the things that you're feeling, write out how your day is going, things like that. Like, keep a journal, because when you're done with nursing school, you look back at that and be like, wow, like, I remember when I was so afraid to do a head to toe assessment. Like, now, like, I'm cranking them out. Like, I know what I'm doing now. Like, it helps you to just really feel that sense of achievement and accomplishment, and that like, oh, I have arrived energy. And that's what we need to like hone in more on, because otherwise you're never going to enjoy life. You're always going to feel like, what's the next thing I need to be doing? And people see that like, oh, jumping on the next thing, jumping on the next thing, as like an admirable thing to like always be moving forward, pushing forward. Like, I'm bossing up, let me hustle, let me make this happen. But in reality, like, we need to enjoy life. We need to just be happy and just sit back and be in the present moment and just enjoy where we are. That right there is a gift, to be able to be like looking around and thinking about life and being like, wow, I wanted this. You know, I wanted to have a baby. I wanted to get pregnant. That's how I'm thinking about myself. Like, I wanted to have, even though I'm overwhelmed by it, I'm like, you know what? I wanted to be able to be with my kids, like, and have a good relationship with my husband and be successful financially and to get to where I want to be in my career. And even when I get overwhelmed with YouTube, I'm like, oh my goodness, people emailing me, DMing me like, oh my god, they asked me to do this, like, I need to get it done. Oh my gosh, I'm feeling overwhelmed. But I'm like, you know what, Brandon, this is what I want. I don't want it to be, you know, a creator on YouTube. So just take the time to really reflect. I know it's tempting to always feel like I can be doing better, like I need to do more. Don't get caught up in the sauce, honey. Don't get lost in the sauce, as I say. Like, don't keep jumping on it. And I have a video talking about, you know, what's the rush to BSN, or what's the rush in nursing. And I think, you know, this is similar to that. Like, you just need to sit back and just be thankful and grateful for what you have and what you have accomplished, and pat yourself on the back, girl. Pat yourself on the back, bruh. Like, be grateful for where you at, and just be like, wow, like, I did it. You know, I did it. Take that time to do that when you graduate, when you pass NCLEX. Take the time to do that. Even midway through school, take the time to be like, I made it through. I'm halfway done. Like, wow. Something else to think about is that people more than likely are going to want to push you to go to the next level. Are going to be like, so you're going to go back, right? Don't stop going back, girl. Make sure you go back to school. People... Something else to think about is that people more than likely are going to want to push you to go to the next level. Are going to be like, so you're going to go back, right? Don't stop going back, girl. Make sure you go back to school. People... It ain't got one college credit under their belt. But I ain't trying to throw no shade. Maybe just a little bit. But people will be on you like, when you going to do this? When you going to become an RN? When you going to become a BSN? When you going to go be a nurse practitioner? Like, they going to be on you. And just be like, I'm enjoying what I'm doing. Like, I'm just being a nurse. Like, I'm going to do it when it's time for me to do it. How about that? Just enjoy it, girl. Enjoy it, boy. Bruh. Homie. Like, enjoy your life. Don't let others push you. And also in my video when I talked about, I did an interview, dietary to BSN, she was talking about how with her bachelor's, she people kept pushing her like, so are you gonna still work in geriatrics? You should leave this job, da 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 da, you shouldn't be here. She's like, I enjoy being here, like I don't mind, like I'm good, like leave me alone. And just know that people gonna still try to insert their life and push their own agendas on you. It is what it is. But take your time. If you want to though, go back to school. Me, I took the summer off. I just took the summer. I had graduated in March. I took that summer off, made a lot of money, and took care of some things I wanted to take care of financially. I have a video talking about what I did with my first check from nursing, so go watch that. And like, that's why I had to really like make a lot of money over the summer, because I wanted to do something for my mom. So watch that video. But I did start classes back that fall after I started nursing school. I took bio, I think bio, math, and English. I did. And since then I've been just taking prereqs. I did take like a semester or two off because I got pregnant, and then I had my daughter, and then now I'm pregnant again. So I took another semester off. But I have goals, you know what I'm saying? But I'm not letting people push me. I'm more so just excited because there's so much that you can do in nursing. Oh my gosh, there's so much. And I'm just in this small sector of long-term care LPN here in St. Louis. Like, there is an abundance of specialties and things that you can do, y'all. Like, oh my gosh, it's just amazing to think about. So much you can learn, so many lives you can impact, and just so much you can do in this field. That's why I want to go back to school. Not because people are pushing me to do it. You better get that RN, girl. Da da da. What you gonna do next, Nurse B? Like, I mean, it's gonna happen. I'm not pressed for it, you know. It's gonna happen. Right now it's just finances. I pretty much have all of my prereqs done. They're going to expire in 2020, so your girl got to get on it. But yeah, like I'm just enjoying where I'm at in life, and I suggest you all do the same. Like, you have to sit back and enjoy your life in the present moment, because you will constantly forever be chasing your tail, chasing that next come up, that next thing that you got to do, and you really won't be able to like be happy with your life. Where you're at right now watching this video, whether you're in school, you want to get into school, you just finished school, or you've been a nurse for forever, you know, you're never gonna be in this mindset, this space, this time ever again in life. It's never gonna happen again. So you really need to cherish this time in your life. That's why I say it's so important to journal or to do videos, just so you can have a snapshot of where your mind was at and what you were doing at this time in life, because you're not gonna get it back. So why spend today focusing on 2 weeks from now? It's not here. It's not here. Focus on today. What can I do today? What am I doing today that can get me to the next level? Take your time to enjoy where you're at right now, because you're not going to be here ever again in life. I remember that, like, looking back, when you constantly thinking about what I need to do, what I need to get done, like, I got to move on. Like, okay, I finished school, but I need to jump on the next thing. I got to do this, chase this bag. You're going to look back on your life and not have memories. You're not going to remember the small things in life that really like make life, you know, the small things. It's the small things that matter, people say, you know. You're not going to be able to think about it. You're not going to be able to know it because you were constantly thinking about the future when you should have been in the present. And of course, there's a balance. You just can't always be in today and not think about, okay, I got bills to pay, you know, like, let me go ahead and work on something. But you can't constantly be always thinking about what I need to do and having that pressure on your back. Those are things that I would say to expect, and how to combat some of them, and how to think about some of them, and how to approach them. But overall, if you're watching this and you finish nursing school and you pass NCLEX and you're done, you working, congratulations, like, you did it. And if you're working towards it, becoming a nurse, you can be a nurse, you will be a nurse. I am here for you. Let me know if you have any video requests. Please take the time to like my videos, comment, subscribe, and share them. And if you are interested in helping me to go back for my RN, please contribute to my PayPal account. $1 from all of my subscribers, or half of my subscribers, will definitely help me pay back this debt that I have, so I can go back to school and get my RN. But I'm so grateful to you all. And yeah, I'm grateful. I'm out of breath. And peace.